Nobody wants to watch a leg day. Who wants to watch a leg day?
Stupid mother. Cut.
Y'all just missed hell of a set.
I thought my jokes were bad. I got food, brother.
They're eating the dogs.
Ask not what your country can do for you.
Jacob, you're fat.
Ask what you can do for your country.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Jacked and Pilled. We're back here at the undisclosed location hitting what today, big guy?
Well, unfortunately, it's still not a chest day. We're doing legs. God forbid we, break the cycle and we film a chest day right after a back day. But no, y'all are gonna have to wait. I've been waiting. You've been waiting. Nobody wants to watch a leg day. Who wants to watch a leg day?
Probably the people who are trying to keep engaged on this video and keep from clicking off. You want to watch a leg day? I want to watch a leg day. I want to do a leg day today. We just want to take a second and tell everybody we got freaking merch now. We've had merch. We're serious.
Merch for a fat minute. People are buying it, man. People are loving it. This is not doing our quality justice. I have not watched this in quite some time. I'm a smelly boy, thank God. Modern phones are not 4D because you'd be smelling some stench right now.
I did wash my shirt. It's feeling nice. It's soft. And you know what? The washing machine, the dryer, it doesn't mess up the color quality of the logo. So we're happy about that. People love it. They're comfortable. They look great. OG Jacked and Pilled shirt. That's what we're working with here. Can you just show them? No, don't twist me. Just grab the camera. Boom. Wide privilege. Well, we gotta say, if you are a fan of Jacked and Pilled, you gotta earn your wide privilege. So go to jacked-pilled-shop.fourthwall.com. Pick up your wide privilege shirt today, brothers. We're building the Jacked and Pilled community. You know what? Jacked and Pilled is not just a YouTube channel. It's not just an amazing looking logo. Jacked and Pilled is a movement. Jacked and Pilled is a state of mind, brother. Jacked and Pilled is sweeping the nation, brother.
Soon, it will be no longer the United States of America. It'll be the United States of Jacked and Pilled. We're taking over.
Amen,
Jacked
brother.
and Pilled 2028. We're running. No one's a vice president. Our vice president is going to be a barbell. Dual presidents. Tag team presidency.
I've seen the analytics. We're reaching more than just the United States of America. This is involving multiple countries now. I'm starting to feel like Napoleon. Julius Caesar, more like Jacked and Pilled Caesar. But you know what? What's a leg day without having a little bit of caffeine behind you? Because I'm going to tell you, this cut is killing me, brother. The energy is low. My calories aren't even as low as Jacob's. The lowest my calories get throughout the week is 2,400 a day. With progressive overload, I was maybe adding a rep or so to each working set during my workouts. And now I'm kind of doing the same thing, but in reverse.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I've been on that train for about 3 weeks now. I'm a petite little boy. I'm going to try to get the legs going, but from last week, my last leg day, God, that was awful.
You know, I ask myself all the time, why do I do this? What is our why behind why we come in here? And I don't know about you, but I feel like for me, it comes back to being like a husky kid. I feel like it's a curse in the moment, but later on it's a blessing because you take on this very vanity-oriented mindset once you get older. I just want to stop at nothing to get freaking shredded. To show that little pudgy guy, pudgy young John, you know what? You look not fat anymore. Not big, but you're not fat anymore.
Yeah, dude, we ain't gonna be big until we hop on something. I am a vain individual, I'll say that right now. I want to go through this cut and suffer through all of this because I want to look in the mirror and feel good about it.
You know, the cut really has been getting to us both. My energy, my vibe is down, and I've had a couple people notice. You know, people talk. I had Ish ask me, dude, is Jacob okay? His vibe sounds low. Seems low.
Yeah, my vibe is low because my calories are low. My low days are 1,600 calories. My high days are 3,000, which is cool, but I only have one of those. That does make my progress go by quick. Like I said, I'm a petite little boy. I'm 163 right now, which blows. That absolutely blows. Yeah. But I'm happy when I look in the mirror. All of my XLs that I had at like peak bulk, I'm swimming in. Hell, I gotta go down to larges, and hey, I can even squeeze into a medium these days. And that's embarrassing. We got shows this year, so we gotta stay locked in.
Yes. No more crazy cheat meals and Chips Ahoy for your boy.
Yeah, dude, that's gotta be tough on you. How are you feeling about that, dude? You're allowed one cheat meal still, yeah?
I think it's kind of up in the air. The worst news that I got was Alex telling me that he's taking away my second cheat meal. Alex, I get it. You're a great coach. You have no idea what you're doing to me. I'm a fat kid at heart, always have been and always will be. I will adhere to your advice, but I'm going to complain the whole time. I'm just going to tell you right now. It's getting a little warm in here. It kind of smells like chips. So somebody stinks. It might be both of us coming from down here.
Whoa.
It's
we're
the
not
feet.
we're not talking about cheese. First of all,
No, talking about feet. I think it's about time we just freaking go in there and we smash our legs.
let's do it.
This is the problem with cutting, you know? You're throwing up weights that you normally use and you just can't no more, you know?
I got it. I'm gonna myself. Alex, what the is going on? When can I hop on? Where do I buy it? I'm sitting here natural, dry, small, and upset, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's gonna get worse from here. God knows I have abs and I'm happy about it, but when I get into the gym, it's like I'm new to this shit. I come in, and it feels like my taint's gonna rip in half hitting these adductors. Stupid mother. Cut. Why am I doing this?
Alex, there's no hard feelings here between me and you. I understand it's all part of the process. Am I, losing strength to the same extent as Jacob? Absolutely. I just suffer in silence.
I guess I got a loud mouth. Maybe I gotta stop bitching and start lifting, huh?
I don't know if anybody's picked up on the vibe shift here at Jacked and Pilled, but we used to be a couple of energetic guys. We'd come in here for these workouts, we'd be laughing, we'd be joking about, we'd be having a good time, and that's not the case anymore. These are quiet lists. We're barely saying anything to each other when the camera's not on. We'll go hit our sets and we'll be like, oh, same rep count as last week, or oh, 1 rep less than last week. The old saying is you can either have abs or you can have a vibe. We got abs, but at what cost?
Y'all just missed hell of a set.
You know what they say about the Greeks, dude? They were masculine and they were gay, but I say they were onto something. And I say that because basically the whole set of one of us doing squats is the other one being an inch away from straight up and that's just, if you almost accidentally penetrate your buddy on a set of squats, then that means you worked hard enough. You either die a hero or you cut long enough to see yourself become the villain.
It's hard. It's hard to cringe. One of the two. I'm too tired to tell which.
So if the camera can't tell, we have rebound. Our vibe has rebounded a little bit. I think that was one of the most low energy, not fun workouts. I won't speak for you, but that I've ever had. I haven't had that one that bad in a long time.
Mine was good. I almost passed out a few times. So basically what's going on in the second half of this episode is John's getting his Joker gimmick on right now, and we're about to read some more freaking comments since we've been getting a little bit more interaction as of late, which is pretty cool.
TikTok's doing very well. I think sitting at 1,500 followers right now. And then the Instagram has broke 2,000, which I'm pretty thrilled about. I think that's awesome. Yeah. So recently, our coach has been doing a little bit of posing with us. What I can tell you from what I've learned through that experience is that posing is harder than you could ever imagine.
I don't know if it's because our cardio sucks and we have no endurance or no energy. Every time we do a posing session, or at least when I do a posing session with Alex and he breaks it down for us and has us hold a pose for a little bit, I'm always winded and I'm fatigued for a good 2 hours afterwards. It's low-key embarrassing. I don't know if this is a universal thing or it's a we suck kind of thing.
I was over at his house for kind of a short period initially, where I was there for maybe like 15-20 minutes. We were just going over some basic stuff. Right towards the end, I was like, all right, dude, can we just recap some of that real quick? Can I just go through a few of these, just to make sure I got them down? And we're doing basic stuff, front relax, front double bi, side tricep, lat spread, the essentials, right? I remember on like pose number 2 or 3 that I was doing for him, I'm shaking as I'm holding these poses. I can feel the sweat dripping down my fucking chest because I'm so tired.
Bro, you know what sucks?
What?
I don't know if you experienced this, but when he was having me do a back double bi and he told me to start flexing my glutes, I could feel my glutes literally shaking. I was literally clapping cheeks. I was clapping my cheeks trying to hold a pose.
You're clapping cheeks for coach?
Goes to show, man, no matter how lean you get, no matter how striated the glutes are, you still have room to clap. Something I've noticed right off the bat about trying to find comments that you guys leave is you guys gotta be funnier. A lot of these are just straight up not funny. Says, I swear front relax is one of the hardest poses to perfect. Now, I'll tell you this much, you're wrong. After going through a few poses, the front relax has been one of the easiest poses for me to get down and one of the least fatiguing. I don't know if you have bad lats or worse endurance than I do. I'll tell you this much, I pray for a front relax. I yearn for a front relax. You know what I don't yearn for? A back double bi with my freaking leg off to the side, flexing my quads, hamstring, back, and biceps, and glutes, clapping the cheeks like explained earlier. What do you think about the front relax, John?
It's honestly not that bad. For me, the hardest is always going to be like the front double bi or something like that. Because Alex, as he very kindly, honestly told me, as he should as my coach, I got to work on my arms, that's crushing, by the way, hearing that. Basically, whenever I'm doing a front double bi, I start shaking like this. I was holding this pose, and I'm up here, and he says, all right, do it, but don't shake. Even worse, my biceps are so not big enough. He's having me make sure my elbows are up a lot higher so that the peak of my bicep is over the peak of my shoulder.
At the angle the camera's at right now, your arms are kind of sizey though.
It's all angle, brother, trust me.
Regardless, next time before you leave a comment, maybe leave a comment that makes sense. Thank you for the comment. Please keep watching. We appreciate you legitimately. Another John post here. Very relatable post. Coach, dropped my calories again. I'm losing my mind. Ish says, small price to pay, my fellow cutter. It is a small price to pay until you are literally dipping in numbers and dipping in energy and you get real short and irritable with the people that you love.
Ish has really been grinding my gears lately. I've been venting to Ish, who I thought was my friend. And I'll tell him, I'll say, dude, I'm feeling hungry. My numbers are going down. He says, oh, well, you think you have it bad.
Oh, that's it. That's an asshole.
Your calories are still at 2,400. Mine are all the way down at 1,700. And my numbers are still going up. But listen, Ish, not cool, okay? Because I'm venting to you as a friend, all right? And he just throws that at me. We're doing a lot of talk about comments, but we haven't even talked about DMs yet. Some of these things you're not even aware of because I haven't told you about it yet. There is this one particular account that follows us, and I always have to hide his comments, but now he's sending DMs where it's this middle-aged guy. I forget what his name is, but he keeps saying, so hot, sir. And it's usually on all the shit with like me shirtless, like
oh shit, he likes big Italian men.
I guess so. It's like respectful because he's calling me sir, but it's also gross.
He's kinky and respectful. Best of both worlds. Who knows, man? Maybe he's got money. You got an opportunity at a sugar daddy here.
Supplements are expensive, dude.
You see, this is how crazy the cut has made Jacked and Build. Coach Alex better give me back my cheat meal. And every day that he doesn't, someone will unalive. Starting tonight, I'm a man of my word.
We're trying to work strong, not be strong. Now am I either? Absolutely not.
Mom, I love you, but you asked me to take the trash out one more time after a hard day at work and I'll blow up our house. Oh, white face, that's cool, dude.
I actually did briefly go to therapy at one point, believe it or not. My doctor at one point put me on an SSRI and it fucked me up. I'm not gonna go and say SSRIs fuck everybody, because everybody's different. But in my case, for the entire period where I was taking those SSRIs, almost my political views changed. Not kidding. I shifted left and was I was a left wing. I will bleep that when I say the Jack and Bill is sensitive.
I hope so.
Yeah.